नावतु सनो भुनक्तु सवीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधे वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। श्री वेदव्यासगुरवे नमः। विदुर महात्मने नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। In this Vidura Neethi, please remember, as we were saying earlier also, whatever the Neethi Vakya is saying, while saying so, one aspect, one konam angle he says. But that one understanding will, in their outcome or corollary, give a chance to understand such tens of things. One is this, but from that you can understand 10 more things. विदुर नीति एक बताया, उसी में आपको और 6-7 मिल जाएंगे ऐसी और बातें सीखने को। थोड़ा ध्यान से पढ़ना होता है. Now yesterday we saw the chapter 2 we started, then 12th shloka we have seen. Very sublime. What is that? Na rajyam praptamityeva vartitavyam asampratam. Means you did not get kingdom. With that disappointment or frustration, don't behave asampratam in a wrong, irregular manner. Okay. Shriyam hi avinayo hanti. Such type of avinaya, non-humility, shriyam hanti, it will destroy all the wealth. Jara arupamyo uttamam. Even the uttama upam also is destroyed by jara avastha, like that. The simple literal meaning is what? Like a most beautiful form also is destroyed by the old age. So too, you are, what is that? Avinayaha means not sticking to your humility will destroy all your wealth. Therefore, be careful not to behave indisciplinedly, unruly, even though you have not got your kingdom. मतलब क्या हुआ? तुम्हें राज्य नहीं मिला करके इस गुस्से से तुम ऐसे पाप करते गए, पांडवों को जंगल में भेजना इत्यादि. That is a story. Everything I can't tell now. You should relate the Mahabharata happenings with every of this shloka. Now this is a literal meaning. Now uska application so many. He is talking about Rajya. Rajya nahi mila to bhi kaha. What you have to translate it as? Rajya nahi mila matlab when you don't get success in any of your endeavors. That also when you don't get what you wanted. Matlab when your wants are not fulfilled, when your attempts are not successful. At that time, asampratam navartitavyam means what? Don't miss your regular routine, disciplined way of behavior there. Just because you failed or succeeded. That failure or success also includes the other people in front have not responded. Means, for example, you have asked for a 2 days holidays. Because of the heavy busy work, the boss did not give chutti to you. So your expectation is not fulfilled. They were becoming angry with the boss and not doing the work, not doing properly. That you don't do, he says. Like the children, when the mother tells us they ask something, the mother doesn't give, then they become unruly and they start crying and they don't do the work given. Is it not? Everywhere it is applicable. Just because you have not succeeded in your attempt, in your endeavor, or in your even desire fulfillment, yet don't give up your regular routine, the beauty of your life. That's what asampratam navartitayam. What is the asampratam vartitam here? They are children of your own brother, equal like children only. Yeah, when Raja went to them by all means of righteousness, how do you change your behavior from the love to into the hatred? देखो, the policy matters अलग होते हैं. Like politically we are rivals because of your agendas, your manifestos. But how can it lead to any personal hatred? This is the worst of immaturities which you see every day. You cannot, you just have to be one citizen of India. That's it. बेशक भारत ऐसा मिलकर देश का उद्धार करना है. Your ideas are there, my ideas are mine. If I work hard, then I'll be given power by the people. If you work, you will be given. उसमें where is a chance of any hatred? Should not be. And that's wasting all time, energy, media. सबसे ज़्यादा हमारे दिमाग खराब हो रहे हैं. सुनने वाले, देखने वाले कि इसने उसको गाली दी, उसने क्या हम ये सुनने को बैठे हैं क्या? But we are all such a बेवकूफ that we enjoy such news. And nowadays, देखो, you into that channel go, 100 channels will write or on the same happenings, different things. सारा दिमाग खराब. I'm giving that example. So just because you didn't get kingdom, don't lose your earlier natural beautiful expression. Don't replace it by negative. That's what asampratam nahi karna. Sampratam means which is due and suitable. Don't do the undue and unsuitable because you didn't get what you wanted. This is to such an extent the example of nowadays is what? Just like because the girl has not accepted this fellow, he is killing only her. He is putting acid on her. That's what yesterday that boy was given the फाइनल पनिशमेंट, डेथ पनिशमेंट दे दिया उनको, मतलब अभी हैंग नहीं किए, बट ही वाज अवार्डेड और गिवन व्हाट यू कॉल announced of the punishment because he killed that girl 1 year back. Fast track court has given that. Why did he do that? Because she did not listen. It should be a habit. First of all, you should not have any desire or expectation. Even if you have thing, it should be for the totality. For that, you do what is said in Shastra in dharmic manner. Leave the result to the God. Even if it doesn't come, do the next work. That is the corollary meanings from this line, which are explained in Gita Adi Shastra. But direct meaning is what? राज्य नहीं मिला इसलिए अपने प्यार को मत छोड़ो, गुस्सा मत करो. Then he says कि श्रियम ही अविनयः हन्ति. Your misbehavior here, avinaya means non-humility. Here non-humility means what? How can Dhritarashtra be humility to the Yudhishthira आदि? वो तो बच्चे हैं उनके. Here vinaya means humbleness. Humbleness means humility, humbleness, submitted to the discipline, submitted to your identity, submitted to your due behavior. यहाँ युधिष्ठिर के प्रति विनय नहीं, युधिष्ठिर को अपने पुत्र के समान देखने वाला जो अंदर का धार्मिक भाव है उसके प्रति विनय. That is the meaning. That's why you have to understand. This avinayam, not bending down to the due duties or behaviors. What it does, Shriyam Hanti. Now, what is Shriyam Hanti here? Not only the wealth. First Shriyam is your peace of mind. Second Shri is your smile on the face. Is it not? They are all destroyed. Then your all actions you can't do perfectly. You can't even eat food properly. नींद भी नहीं आएगा तुमको. एक बंदे के लिए जितने श्री है, संपदा है, जिसको लेकर खुश होता है. We eat good food, we enjoy, it's a sampada. Good sleep is a sampada. A laughing, giggling experiences every moment, sampada. This is called Shri. A peaceful mind, sampada. A healthy body is sampada. ये सारा चला जाएगा because of that avinaya. That's why Dhritarashtra was. That's what he said. Your Shri of Nidra is gone because you have no vinaya. Because you lost Rajyam, you are becoming angry with Yudhishthira. See the absolutely context. तुमको नींद क्यों नहीं आ रहा? Because you are hating Yudhishthira. Why you are hating him? Because you didn't get kingdom. Means you are going to give it back. Tomorrow you have to give. या तुमको देना है या नहीं तो लोग ले लेंगे. ये तो तय हो गया. Your son should give it or they will take away because they are Kshatriyas. Lord Krishna is there. He will sufficiently inspire them. That's that fear. See each of the shloka if you analyze. So what you and I have to do? Any problem happens in life of disappointment, your regular good qualities or duties don't compromise. करोगे तो whatever the goodness that is built called as Shri here, that all goes away. Hanti, वो सब सत्यानाश हो जाएगा. हो गया? Now these 13 onwards mantras are so good, so beautiful. एक दो बताता हूँ मैं आज कि भक्त्या वक्षोत्तम प्रतिच्छन्नम मत्स्यो बडिशमायसम लोभानुपाति ग्रसते नानुबंधम अवेक्षते. Now the examples, purpose of example, what it wants to convey. Okay, and then from that point, in how many places that we can apply that learning. The example, learning from example and its application. Example is very interesting. The explanation is very good. Example is known to all of us. Bhaksha uttama pratichannam badisham ayasam. Badisha means that hook. Ayasam means made out of the urn, that iron. So Ayasam Badisham is iron made hook. It is Pratichanam hidden behind. Where it is behind? Bhaksha Uttama Pratichanam. It is hidden behind an eatable Bhaksha Uttama, which is looking to be so wonderful. मतलब बहुत अच्छा है खाने का चीज, ऐसे उस बेट के पीछे छुपा हुआ द आयस बडिश, means the iron hook which is hidden behind the so good looking bait of that earthworm. So bhaksha uttama pratichannam बडिशम आयसम टू दैट मत्स्याद मछली क्या करता है वो, लोभानुपाति ग्रसते, फॉलन बिकॉज ऑफ द लोभ टुवर्ड्स दैट भक्ष्य, इट वेंट फॉर भक्ष्य thinking that is a uttama bhaksha, that I have a good food I got, but he is not seeing the thing which is pratichanna behind. What is the pratichanna or hidden thing behind? Ayasam badisham. Now contrast क्या है, एक तो सुख भोग देने वाला eatable called as bhaksha, but behind that मृत्यु देने वाला आयसम बड़िशम. This fellow overpowered by this bhaksham has not seen the praticannam ayasam. Result क्या हुआ, grasate, it eats away. Anubandham navekshate, he could not even imagine the anubandham is consequence, and it cannot consequent imagine because it's not that imagine it's dead. You and I have to imagine कि वो बेचारा मछली मरी गया. Now see the meaning. What is the literal meaning of it? Attracted by the seeming good food, not seeing that it is covering the iron ring or hook behind, the fish went for this, but it got hooked to that hook and it lost its life. Is an example. Now the learning from it is what? Simple. कि ऊपर ऊपर भोग को देखते हुए उसके नीचे जो संसार है उसमें मत फंसना. That's the meaning. Now the extension of this learning is everywhere. From the spiritual Vedanta standpoint, the whole world of Rupanama, promising with so much of Kama and Artha, is hiding the dangerous thing behind called as the samsara, birth and death. In that also, it will tempt us to do the papa, because of which we may enter into the naraka adi so many times. This is one thing. And more spiritual person, as just now we studied 10-15 minutes back only in the Mandukya Upanishad, ki this Dvaita will cover Avarana Atma. The real self is covered or avarita by this type of worldliness. This is what the final application of the learning. So don't be a beokuf like a fish, not discovering the iron hook, thinking only there is a sukha giving a worm. It went for it and it caught it. What an example, you see. Now, what's the application of it from spiritual standpoint? Every of the objects of the world, people of the world, like the bhaksha uttama, but behind that pratichanna is our own samsara. Without recognizing that, if we involve in that, like the fish, we are also hooked on to for many, many lives. एक बात देखो, याद रखना, आध्यात्मिक साधना के दृष्टि से कह रहा हूँ, दो दिस इज ए जनरल डिस्कशन, कि इस जन्म के कोई भी रिश्ते नाते अगले जन्म में नहीं आएंगे, लेकिन तो रिश्ते नातों में फंसने वाला जो आदत है, दैट कैरीज, दैट गोज विथ अस. Thus, whichever the new life we go to, again same habit of creating all relativity, forgetting the absolute. This is the ultimate application of this knowledge. In the common sense knowledge, what it is simple, you think your son is like Bhaksha Uttama, and you are not knowing that behind that, you are invoking the most destruction of children, your own children dying, you are also dying. And what is the meaning of this fish eating that bait in Dhritarashtra's case, loving and attaching to your son so much and doing whatever he says? What is the result? What is the iron hook there? Pandavas only finish only your children. So the contextual meaning is this with an example. General meanings and applications are these. Spiritual meaning is this. And the essence of that is what? ऊपर ऊपर देखकर फंसना मत. Then see the consequence of everything, then only go for it. This is what was said in the earlier 2-3 shlokas. Uska summary ye hai. Just because something is looking good, don't go for it. That's why all things which are beautiful are not good, but all good things are beautiful. So don't go for external beauty, go for the internal goodness. Is it not? How much beauty of this example is. Let's one more. I say एक श्लोक. यत् सक्यं ग्रसितुं ग्रस्यं ग्रस्तं परिणमे चयतो इदं च परिणामे यत् आद्यं भूतिमिच्छता तदाद्यं भूतिमिच्छता. देखो इसका आई विल गिव यू लिटरल मीनिंग एंड आई विल गिव यू द लेसन लर्नड. Application you understand. Shloka, literal meaning, lesson and application. Learning means the Neethi, Vidura Neethi. Learning means Neethi. Neethi ही यहाँ learn करना है. Riti, Neethi means that which guides us. Riti is behavior. Neethi is conviction. Nayati iti Neethi. Nayati iti Neethi means which guides us. The conviction inside is called Neethi. Vidura Neethi is the Vidura given right conviction, following which we only become successful, happy in life. 2 minutes only. What is that? See, interesting. यत् चक्यं ग्रसितुं ग्रस्यं ग्रस्तं परिणमेच्छयतु हितं च परिणामेयत् तत् आद्यं भूतिमिच्छता. Bhutimiच्छता means the one who is desiring prospects or prosperity or progress or growth. भूति को जो इच्छा करता है, लाइक गीता में लास्ट श्लोक, यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्ण यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिः ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम. तो भूति means growth, bhuti means prosperity, bhuti means progress, bhuti means happiness. भूति मिच्छता, जो growth, happiness, prosperity, development चाहता है, तदाद्यम, that alone he should eat, not other. Here the bhuti is health and energy. देखो वो बंदा जो हेल्थ और एनर्जी रूपी भूति को चाहता है उसको यही खाना है, दूसरा नहीं खाना. कौन सा खाना है? फर्स्ट ग्रस्यम. फर्स्ट इट शुड बी वर्दी ऑफ ईटिंग. डोंट ईट प्लास्टिक वेपर एंड आयरन थिंग्स एंड ऑल. फर्स्ट इट शुड बी ग्रस्यम. सेकंड इज ग्रसितुम शक्यम. फर्स्ट शुड बी इट्स वर्दी ऑफ कंज्यूमिंग. सेकंड इज यू आर एबल टू कंज्यूम इट. लाइक द थिंग इज वर्दी ऑफ ईटिंग, but you are in different mood of fever and all, you can't eat. It's not it is a eatable, but you can't eat at that time. Grasya means to be taken. Grasitum shakya means it is possible to consume it. Third one is grastam parinamechayat. After eating, it should be able to be digested. Fourth one is after digestion, itamcha pariname. It should give the positive consequence of taste, एनर्जी एंड स्ट्रेंथ एंड कंटेंटमेंट. ऐसा भोजन आपको खाना है. खाने लायक खा सकते हो, हजम हो जाएगा, उसका फल परिणाम हित में रहेगा. That type of food only you must take. How important, see here. One principle in one shloka sorts out all the problem of bhojanam as well as a problem of energy, etc. Now the most subtle thing hidden in this is what? Quantity of the food, quality of the food, taste of the food. उसके बारे में विदुर जी ने कहा ही नहीं है, उस पे उन्होंने फ्रीडम दे दी. बट द अदर 4 things are important. It is worthy of eating, grasyam. Grasitum shakyam, that you are able to consume it. After that, jiranam bhavati, pariname chet, parinam is digestion. Fourth one is hitam cha pariname. After its digestion, the essence of it should be helping to us. Now, as I said, the meaning of this shloka. Second, it's learning. Now, application of learning is everywhere. Here, he talked about the food. We should talk about food is taken to the mouth. Through all sense organs, whatever we take, in all of that, this principle has to be applied. So too in the mind. मन में क्या है? ग्रस्यम, that which is worthy of entertaining. Then grasitum shakyam, that which is capable. Then parinamaichayato, when you take it, you are able to withhold those emotions or things. then hitam cha pariname, that it consequently leads to peace and happiness. Those thoughts, those emotions, those only entertain karo. So to say what is worthy of listening, what you can listen and withstand, which can be understood by you, digested, and which is useful for you to listen. After listening, usi ko suno. In the same sparsha, in the same way your programs, projects you take up, like in the example of business, grasyam, that's pretty worthy doing. If you ask me, स्वामी जी मैं कोई ये दारू बोतल का इसका दुकान स्टार्ट करना चाहता हूँ, मैं तो मना ही करूँगा, इसलिए आप मुझे आते ही नहीं हो इसको पूछने के लिए, बिकॉज हर आध्यात्मिक साधक है, ग्रस्यम नहीं है. ओके, समथिंग ग्रस्यम ओनली आई टेल, देन इट शुड बी ग्रसितुम शक्यम, that you should have the talent and investment for that business. Then parinamechayata, which will have the growth and development in the society. It should be there. And after the development of the business, so hitam cha pariname, the consequence of development of business should be benefit profit not only to you but to the society also. ऐसा वाला business start कर. So to the people, grasyam, which people? Grasitum shakyam. Then parinamechayatu, then hitam cha pariname. So the shloka, its literal meaning, its application or learning from it, and in the places it can be applied. Vidura Neethi is such a vast shloka, such a beautiful shlokas. Each of them have vast, beautiful application. So we try to see two of them like that. So many. Continue tomorrow. Sarvam Bhagavad Charnara Vindarpanamastu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thanks, friends. Have a wonderful new month.